Welcome to True Life Lessons, where we explore the deepest journeys of the human soul to find peace within chaos. In the heart of a sprawling metropolis, lights never sleep and the rhythm of life moves at a dizzying speed. Meet Andrew, a 32-year-old man who feels like a small cog in a machine that spins much faster than him. Every single day, the city demands more speed, more efficiency, and more results, leaving him breathless and constantly feeling behind. While everyone around him seems to be sprinting towards an invisible finish line, Andrew feels like he is running underwater. The clock on the wall mocks him with its relentless ticking, reminding him that another hour has passed without achievement. He carries the weight of the world on his shoulders, exhausted not by physical labor, but by the mental race. Night brings no relief, only the harsh glow of his phone's screen and the endless scroll of other people's highlights. He sees a friend who just bought a luxury villa, while another celebrates a massive promotion at a top firm. Comparison is the thief of joy, and tonight it has stolen every ounce of peace from Andrew's weary mind. He feels like he is stuck in a race he never signed up for, yet he is terrified of losing. The question haunts him in the silence of his room. Am I failing because I am not moving fast enough? The next morning begins with chaos as he rushes to get ready, his haste causing clumsy mistakes and more stress. He chases the bus but misses it by a second, a perfect metaphor for how he views his entire life. Anxiety tightens his chest as he walks to work, convinced that everyone else is ahead and he is falling behind. At work, he accepts tasks without thinking, driven by a desperate need to prove he can keep up with the pace. He tries to do everything at once, but his scattered focus leads to errors that only set him back further. By evening, he is too drained to go home, so he wanders the streets looking for an escape from himself. He stumbles upon an old park, a hidden sanctuary of green that seems forgotten by the rushing world outside it. Stepping inside, the noise of the traffic fades away, replaced by the gentle whisper of wind through the ancient trees. He collapses onto a bench, his mind still racing at 100 miles per hour, despite the stillness around him. Something catches his eye on the path, a small turtle moving with deliberate slowness across the rough stone walkway. Andrew watches with impatience, wondering why the creature doesn't hurry up to get to wherever it needs to go, but the turtle does not care about time. It moves with a steady rhythm, completely at peace with its own pace. An elderly park keeper appears nearby, sweeping falling leaves with a calmness that matches the slow movement of the turtle. Noticing Andrew's fixation, the old man smiles gently and approaches the bench, his eyes twinkling with a quiet wisdom. He gestures towards the small creature and says, "That little fellow has been crossing this park for over 50 years. Andrew is startled by this fact, unable to comprehend how something so slow could survive and thrive for so long. The keeper continues softly, "I have seen many faster animals come and go, rushing to their ends, but he remains." Speed is often mistaken for success, but endurance is the true measure of a life well lived and fully experienced. He looks Andrew in the eyes and says, "Fast legs do not always go far. Sometimes they just trip sooner." The words strike a chord deep within Andrew, resonating with the exhaustion and emptiness he has been feeling for years. They watch as the turtle finally reaches the soft grass, achieving its goal without panic, stress, or unnecessary haste. The old man stands and whispers a final truth. Slow does not mean failing. Slow means you are building steady foundations. Andrew sits alone under the warm glow of the park lamp, the silence now feeling comforting rather than isolating. He realizes that in his rush to keep up with the world, he has forgotten how to actually live in it. He takes out his phone, but instead of checking notifications, he powers it down, choosing presence over digital connection. Walking out of the park, he moves at his own pace, no longer compelled to match the speed of the city. The next morning, Andrew wakes up early, but he does not jump out of bed in a state of panic. He spends 10 minutes just drinking his coffee and watching the sun rise, reclaiming his morning from the tyranny of haste. On the train, he ignores the urge to scroll and instead reads a book, letting his mind focus on one thing. At work, he stops multitasking. He tackles one problem at a time, giving each task his full and undivided attention. His colleagues notice the change. His output is not faster, but it is better, cleaner, and free of careless errors. He starts saying no to things that drain him, prioritizing his well-being over the fear of missing out on events. Cooking dinner becomes a meditation, a time to slow down and nourish both his body and his tired soul. He begins learning the guitar, not to become a rock star, but simply to enjoy the process of learning something new. Weeks turn into months, and the desperate anxiety that once fueled him is replaced by a quiet, steady confidence. When friends boast of their speed and success, he listens with love, no longer feeling the sting of comparison. He finally understands that life is not a race to be won, but a journey to be experienced deeply. Just like a great oak tree, true growth requires patience, deep roots, and the time to withstand the changing seasons. Ironically, by slowing down, Andrew achieved more. His work became undeniable because it was built with care and focus. He returns to the park one afternoon to thank the old man who had given him the key to freedom. The keeper is gone, but the turtle remains, a silent guardian of the lesson that changed Andrew's life forever. He smiles, realizing that the teacher appears when the student is ready, and the lesson is now part of him. Imagine if we all stepped off the treadmill of comparison and allowed ourselves to grow at our own natural speed. A flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it, it just blooms when it is ready. Now Andrew shares this peace with others, reminding them that rushing only leads to arriving at the wrong destination. Haste shatters the mind into a million fragments, but patience rebuilds it into a fortress of strength and clarity. As the sun sets over the city, the lights no longer look like chaos to Andrew, but like waiting stars. He has found his rhythm, a pace that belongs only to him, and in that rhythm he has found himself. Remember, never compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Your path is unique and deserves to be walked with patience. Patience is not about waiting passively. It is an active state of trusting the process while you do the work. Trust the timing of your life. Just because it is not happening now does not mean it will never happen. Success is not just about wealth or status. It is about having the time and peace of mind to enjoy it. Write your own story at your own speed, and do not let the frantic world hold the pen for you. Like the turtle, if you keep moving forward, no matter how slowly, you will eventually cross oceans and climb mountains. Look in the mirror and forgive yourself for not being faster. You are enough, exactly as you are right now. The city will always be fast, but you carry a sanctuary of peace within you that no rush can destroy. When you see others running, wish them well, but stay true to the steady rhythm of your own beating heart. Great things take time to build. Rare gems are formed over ages, not in an instant of pressure. Take a moment today to stop, breathe, and appreciate how far you have come on your own unique journey. Walk with your head high and your spirit calm. Your destination is waiting for you, and you will arrive on time. Do not let the world rush you. Slow down to go further, and let your life be a masterpiece of patience. Andrew found his peace not by running faster, but by having the courage to walk at his own steady pace. Thank you for watching True Life Lessons. Remember to breathe, take your time, and grow at your own unique pace.